Today we going to talk about full-time job versus freelancing. The pros and cons. It's not as cut and dry as one is better than the other, so if you're in a position where you're trying to decide which route to go, we wanted to help you consider your options. Let's begin. Remember that your situation is unique, the industry you work in, your preferred lifestyle, the geographical area and cost of living, and if you have to support others with your income. If you would prefer to work as a freelancer, but your benefits are too amazing to give up, then perhaps the shift away from your job doesn't make sense. But if your full-time job barely covers your bills and you have the expertise that would allow you to write in a well-paying niche, then perhaps focusing on building your freelancing career and ditching the traditional job makes sense. Pros of a full-time job: a consistent income, and ideally a decent one. Probably some benefits, like healthcare, dental, vision, and paid time off, maybe even a flex spending account. The company you work for likely provides a community of individuals to be around, and hopefully a positive atmosphere for you to work in. You work with other people, in person or remotely, who can support you in your role and may help you solve challenges or inspire you when needed. Consistency with your work and your paycheck. There might be room to grow. Cons of a full-time job: possibly less flexibility. At least 30 hours of your week will be taken up by work, possibly a lot more depending on your role and industry. You may have a long commute if you don't work remotely. You don't always like the people you work with and you're stuck in an office with them. Back to consistency: your job may be predictable, and if you don't like your work, doing the same sort of tasks full-time can be soul-sucking. You don't have the time to pursue other interests and passions. When you work as a freelancer, you're not permanently employed by any one company. You might have a long-term contract, but freelancers are typically working with different employers at any given time and may have a variety of tasks that they can be hired for. Pros of freelancing: you're mostly in charge. You can decide if you take a job or not, and you can often decide when and how you complete your work. You're also mostly in charge of your schedule. Generally, as a freelancer, it won't matter if you work before the sun rises, after the sun sets, or any time in between. You can work from anywhere, and there probably isn't a commute. The freelancer lifestyle is pretty awesome, whether you're fitting in vacations, doing yoga in the middle of your day, or you don't start until noon when your brain is fully ready to work. There is often a variety of work. Cons of freelancing: you have your own business, but you're not totally in charge. When you take a job, you're working for someone else and are responsible for completing your work. If you don't work, you don't get paid, so there can be an inconsistency between paychecks. As a freelancer, there can be an up and down nature of the work. If you're not self-motivated and organized, you might struggle with the freedom that comes from being a freelancer. There are no sick days when you're a freelancer. It can be lonely as a freelancer. Sometimes it's nice not having to see or deal with other people, but then, you're also on your own a lot. That can be tough. If you're considering a job change, in one direction or another, consider these final thoughts. Take the time to consider your options as related to your personal circumstances. Decide what the ideal working situation is for you. Come up with a plan for how to get there, and though you may have to make a change before you're fully ready, try your best to get your ducks in a row before you make a change. Fear isn't a reason to stop yourself. Change is uncomfortable but can be so worth it. If you want financial freedom, then just join channel, follow us. We will keep telling all the secrets of making money online. Today we talked about freelancing and job. Now you can decide which one is best for you. Hit like button if you liked my video and drop a comment what you gonna do, job or freelancing. Remember, opportunity is endless in every field. Do subscribe to our channel.